Hi and welcome back. First of all, you might be wondering why I'm in this position. Well, today I want to talk to you about bootlegs. Bootlegs generally are very controversial. Some people say bootlegs are theft to the artist, theft to the musician, theft to the actors, theft to the directors. Others say it's a good opportunity to get to listen to music that otherwise wouldn't be published, get to see movies that otherwise wouldn't be published. Then again, this controversy, hey there, this controversy can also be applied to the mushroom world, to mycology. This mushroom that my doctor stepped on is also known as the bootleg. Phaeolepiota aurea, this is the golden bootleg, and is also quite a controversial mushroom. So welcome back to the second episode of Deadly Delicacies. I'm just gonna take out one that still looks quite okay. So I've chosen this one over here. Come here. All right. So first of all, I want to go through with you how to identify this mushroom, and later we will talk a little bit about what makes this mushroom so controversial. This mushroom can generally be found in very nutrient-rich, especially nitrate-rich areas. You can often find it because of that close to the stinging nettle. It's a saprotrophic mushroom, thus you can often find it where there's a lot of debris, a lot of leaves, maybe even straw or hay laying around. You can find it from September till late November, especially in the northern hemisphere. This mushroom has been found everywhere almost, from Northern America and the Pacific Northwest up to Eurasia in the far east of Siberia. So it's a mushroom that's generally found in the northern hemisphere. I don't know if it has been found in the southern hemisphere at all. From what I could gather, it has only been found in the northern hemisphere so far. As you can see, generally this mushroom has a golden brown color on the head, as well as on the stem, as well as the gills, as you can see here. Right. The average cap size is somewhere between 4 to 12 centimeters. The stem can also be anywhere from, let's say 4 to 12 centimeters. Usually it's around 1 to 2 centimeters thick. If you look beneath, you can see that the mushroom has gills that are attached to the stem. They go relatively straight onto the stem. Spore print would be yellowish brown. This is also where you get this coloration in the gills from. Something that's very typical for this mushroom is, you can see it especially well here on this partial velum, is this grainy, sandy like, what would you call it? This sand, this dandruff, so to say, so we can say these scales here, this sandy, this flower-like thing here on the stem, especially here on the ring. You can also find it all over the cap. You can actually remove it a little bit, as you can see here. I just wiped here. You can remove it, and it leaves this brown color on my fingers. The smell of this mushroom is very clearly like marzipan, like almost anise, marzipan, almonds, something like this. What you could confuse this mushroom with would most likely be some mushroom from the genus Cystoderma. However, they will be much smaller. They will rarely exceed 4 centimeters in size, cap diameter. Another mushroom that you could confuse this one with would be the laughing Jim mushroom, Gymnopilus spectabulis. That mushroom would, however, not have these sandy flower-like thing, would not have these scales, sandy flower-like thing on the ring as well. And the smell would be more like reddish rather than mushroomy, aniseed-like, marzipan-like. That mushroom, the laughing Jim one, is a mushroom that would either just give you gastrointestinal symptoms or give you a trip on top of gastrointestinal symptoms, as some authors consider this mushroom to be a psilocybin-containing mushroom. However, it's not clear. Some authors say it does not contain psilocybin, others say it does. This mushroom here that I'm holding here, the golden bootleg mushroom, however, in the past it was considered a good edible mushroom, but you might wonder, why does it smell like marzipan? That is because it contains cyanide, and cyanide also has the smell of almonds, of marzipan. So if I were to eat this mushroom raw, I would definitely die, because they say that around 1 milligram of cyanide per kilo of body weight is enough to kill a healthy adult human. And this anyway, This mushroom has been shown to contain up to 500 milligrams of cyanide per 100 grams of mushroom. So I would definitely die if I were to eat this raw. However, as you might also know, cyanide actually breaks down over time. It breaks down in quite low temperatures also. So people in the past have regularly eaten this mushroom by simply frying it long enough, or by also just drying it, as that would be enough to break down the cyanide over time. Um, However, as you might imagine, there have been some cases where people have eaten this mushroom and they have felt sick afterwards. They've also had gastrointestinal symptoms, they've started vomiting afterwards. It's not clear if this is because of the cyanide in this mushroom, or better said, actually a chemical known as hydrocyanic acid, or if it's just an unknown toxin in this mushroom. One reason that some people experience poisonings and others do not might be that maybe it's just a genetic predisposition to some unknown toxin in this mushroom, or that people have simply not heated this mushroom enough. So they put it at the side of the pan, it did not get enough heat to break down all the cyanide, and thus they had a mild cyanide poisoning. Whatever it may be, I have eaten this mushroom a few times already. I think it's actually a quite good mushroom. So it has a very nice, intense mushroom flavor. Has a very nice, intense mushroom flavor. It tastes very umami. Obviously, the smell, the taste of marzipan will not go through as the cyanide breaks down. So yeah, if you decide to eat this mushroom, start with just one single mushroom, preferably a small one, and make sure that you heat it up enough, at least for 10 to 15 minutes, frying it very, very well, so that it definitely has a chance to break down all of the cyanide in this mushroom. All right, wonderful. So have a nice time.